close it is to my base, but I swear, and as you can see, I am Perk's favorite peasant. Getting into some juicy Minecraft lore. But anyways, I hope that, oh no, Boom said I am his favorite seasoning. But anyways, I hope that you are well. I hope that this week has been treating you well, and hopefully it's not going too fast for you. Now, I did find this village, like I said, not too long ago, and this is a voiceover, but don't worry, it is going to be one long episode for you. We're going to get a lot done, so in this first half, or not even first half, in this first bit, we are going to raid this village a bit, and then we are going to move on to making our house. It's about time that we make a house since it is already, I believe, episode 3. But yeah, we're going to be building the exterior, and then we will decorate the interior. And don't worry, I will still give you some wonderful, wonderful keyboard sounds. We'll do a little bit of those, well, during the whole thing, hopefully, if I'm not too baked. But you know what time it is. We are looking for some potatoes right now. Even though I might have some at home, but I can't remember. So we're looking for some potatoes, and we are also talking to a bit of the ArcadiaCraft people. We have a new player who joined, Christine. Welcome, Christine, to ArcadiaCraft. I know you've been playing for a little bit now since this video was recorded, but today is October 2nd when I am finally doing this voice over. It is spooky season. Officially spooky season. Now, I would have considered September the start of spooky season, but I know that some people do not. But guess what? It is October, baby. But anyways, you know what time it is. So let's go ahead and pack up, roll up, heat up that rig, pack up, roll up, heat up that rig. Today I have downsized in my bong, and this is a bong that I typically smoke out of when I am recording, so we'll see. We'll see if you can tell the difference in the bubbles compared to, I believe it was the last ArcadiaCraft episode that I had my tall boy. It was really, really good for bubbles. Those gurgle, 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 gurgle sounds. But anyways, I think this is the end of the village, so we will go ahead and start building our house right after I take a hit. So, I hope you're ready. Cheers. That's my lighter. Man, now the worst. Oh man, the worst. Oh my goodness, I can't. This is the worst right now. I'm trying not to cough. The worst thing that could happen in this video is that I have to cough, or that my neighbors continue to cut down trees. So that is something that I did want to apologize for. Let's switch gears though and start building our house exterior. But yeah, I just wanted to apologize to you for getting this video kind of late in the week for you. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Haven't said that in quite a bit, I think. But yeah, since Monday, my neighbors have been cutting down a bunch of trees that are right next to us, so it has been quite hectic. And they typically do start around this time. It is 8:50 a.m. right now, so I am trying to record it now. Hopefully you don't hear anything in the background, because currently I do not, so that is a great sign for us today. I think that we are gonna be able to get this down. Don't you? Don't you? Man, do you have any exciting plans for spooky season? I think that I can kind of talk to you about the last couple of spooky seasons that I've had with the producer. And if you are from ArcadiaCraft and you're watching this, the producer is my wife, if you don't know that. And her name is Jelly. 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 In Minecraft. In case you've ever seen her playing, that is her. She is on ArcadiaCraft, but she works a lot, so, you know. But I'll tell you my stories about spooky season after this music is done hitting. Because, you know, we love some good Minecraft music. But don't forget to breathe. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. And do that a couple of times. Just being mindful. Just be present. Be present. Count in your head if you need to, if you're trying to fall asleep right now. Breathe at your own pace. You don't need to follow me, I promise. I'm not trying to make you pass out. We don't need that. Oh, and BB said, great time to hydrate indeed, baked. Let's go ahead and hydrate with BB Melon. Cheers. And I just wanted to say that I may have cheated here a little bit because I just took a sip of coffee. I just took a sip of coffee, but don't worry. Don't worry. I have had my glass of water before this, and I will continue to have water after. I just kind of forgot to bring some with me down here for this recording, but thankfully this is a pretty filled cup of coffee. And yes, I did go to the coffee shop this morning, and you know exactly what I got. always ask me if it is coconut milk or coconut syrup. So I say coconut syrup because I don't know. I don't think that I've tried. I don't think that I have tried coconut milk, but it kind of doesn't seem like my cup of tea. My preferred, my preferred milk is almond milk. Surprisingly, I don't know if it's really that surprising or if you could have guessed that. Normal milk, let me just say, kind of makes me uncomfortable. I mean, I would say that isn't like the 1%. Oh my gosh, I always get it confused. I do get it confused. Let me kind of talk in terms of red cap, blue cap, light blue cap kind of thing. And if you are from the US, I think you're gonna understand me the most when I'm talking about this. But I could be wrong. And right here, I'm just kind of testing out the roof colors, but I think that I'm gonna end up going with the dark oak stairs filling the roof, and then the deep slate, and then the deep, deep, deep slate as the trimming or the outline of the roof. But I just learned recently that, I don't know, and I apologize if I sound, uneducated, but it is because I am. And I had no idea until recently when Ethan and Lop or Liam were talking about it in ArcadiaCraft, that Canadians drink milk from a bag, but it seemed odd at first, and I wouldn't say that I made a big deal about it in my head. I was a little more shocked than anything, but I don't know if it was that shocking. Because then they sent us a picture of, how their milk comes, and it is in a bag, but then they put that bag in oh man, I would say almost imagine a container that you might make lemonade in. Like a pitcher, that's what it is. They put a bag in a pitcher, and then they kind of pour it from there. I mean, it makes pretty, I don't know what I'm saying. It makes sense to put it in a pitcher like that. Now, I think what doesn't make sense, though, I love that we're just talking about milk when I'm supposed to be talking about my spooky season experiences. Oh man, welcome to Baked Gaming, where I go on random rants, rambles, I don't know. But, what doesn't make sense, I guess, to me, is why keep the milk in the bag when you're putting it in the pitcher? Why not pour the milk out of the bag into the pitcher? I think that's where I have slight confusion. So if there are any Canadians watching this, or if this happens to be in all other countries, but the US, please let me know why keep the milk in the bag. I think that's what is not making sense to me. Why not pour it out into the pitcher? Is it like, I don't know, is there an issue with that, I guess, that I'm not aware of? I'd love to learn more. again, we can use everything around us. But if I'm being honest, it's kind of more like the main floor is small and the basement is fairly large, I would say. So I'm excited to see what we do with that. Honestly, with what we do for all of the house interior, I think that'll be interesting. I can kind of hear the kids in the background. No, not human kids. My boys, my 4 cats. And actually, one of them is down here with me sleeping. It is Pipsqueak that is down here. But we are currently repainting their room. We have a whole room dedicated to them. That way, if it's ever raining outside like a thunderstorm, fireworks are happening, or we have guests over, or even if the mailman happens to knock on our door, they have an area where they can go hide and kind of be away from any human activities. So, we are currently remodeling, I guess you could say. Not really remodeling. There's not much we're doing other than painting. Because their room was painted like a really, I would kind of say like an ugly purple. And that's how the house came. That room was just purple, and we're painting it white, so it's taking a couple coats so that that purple hue is gone, but it's taken a bit of time to finish. But yeah, that's what we've been doing this week, and it's been exciting. I don't like painting anymore, but that's only because I had painted so much. Well, the producer and I had painted so much when we first moved in a year ago. So I kind of really got tired of that quickly. But, it's been great to do home projects. I've been loving it. Loving the homeowner life. You might hear Lettuce in the background. He is kind of screaming. I don't know if he's looking for one of the other boys, but that is him. Oh yeah, that's him in the background. But anyways, I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. Even though I am probably, speeding through my talking. And I do apologize, because whenever I am not really baked, I tend to show how quickly I actually speak in real life. And I tend to freaking go nonstop. I mean, not nonstop. I know when to shut up. I mean, like, if I get really passionate about a conversation, I tend to kind of talk pretty fast, but that's when I'm super 100% sober. And I think that is something that I actually like about smoking. It helps me slow down, appreciate the moment that I'm in, and I'm also able to analyze my thoughts a bit more before I start speaking. I mean, yeah, I do tend to go on rambles when I'm baked, but especially on this channel, but I'm hoping that you like it, and that's why you're here, because I'm always changing, topics in our videos. So I hope that you don't mind when I do that, or I hope that you you just don't mind that I yap. But right now, this is why I like the music. I'm gonna get a break to shut up. Again, let's hydrate and don't forget to breathe. Do not forget to breathe. And actually, let's go ahead and take another hit. So I can slow down with you. Cheers. We have to collect a couple of ink sacks so that we can make black dye. Just so that you're aware why we're doing that. We're not doing it just for fun, you know. Rip, rip, rip. I also really do like that we are transitioning from the cobblestone basement to a deep slate basement. I really do enjoy that. It looks really good. Alrighty, now that we are back, I kind of forgot to take a sip of my coffee, so let's go ahead and do that. I hope that you have water, but if you're joining me here in the morning and you happen to have an energy drink or coffee, I'll accept that today. But please don't forget to stay hydrated with some water later on. Cheers. And now we can talk a little bit about my spooky season experiences. I remember my most recent houses, whatever. And we moved in together back in 2020. And actually, it was, I think a little bit into COVID is when we moved in together. Like, I met her actually like a couple months before COVID hit. So I met her in December of 2019. And in 2020, the fall of 2020, we moved in together. And so these experiences are going to be more of experiences that I've had in adulthood. In adulthood. So in 2020, we worked in a warehouse together. And it was a pretty fun job, pretty laid back. I do miss some of the people, actually. And it was a fun job. We were able to smoke because, I mean, all of the managers smoked. And they would even bring their dab pens, whatever. It was a warehouse, if you've ever worked a warehouse, you know what I mean. This is the exterior of our house, though, so I'm really excited for that. But it's time to work on the interior. Anyways, we were smoking all the time at this job. It was pretty fun. We moved up the ranks of a warehouse. And then one of our coworkers ended up becoming a pretty good friend. We aren't friends with her anymore, but, this is back in the day, so I'm gonna refer to her as our friend, so that you can follow the story. So, our friend from the warehouse job had invited us to go to a Halloween party at a friend's place that she knew. And the producer is very, very, very introverted. I mean, she definitely has gone out with me to parties and to clubs and bars during our time together, and it's been really great. I think it was really fun, but she doesn't like to do it often because people tire you out, and I do agree with her. Let's go ahead and be a little mindful right now, though, while we try and figure out this fireplace for our main floor. And then we'll continue talking about the producer and our friend. Don't forget to hydrate as well. Cheers. those were a little bit of some weird mouth sounds, but I kind of forgot about the keyboard sounds. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll give you those again. Anyways, the producer, extremely introverted. Sorry, that was weird. Introverted. And I'm extroverted. Like, a lot. We are I wouldn't say that we're very much opposites, because I don't actually believe that. We have quite a lot in common. But just in our social lives kind of aspect, I am definitely more social, and she is very much reserved. So, when we were invited to this Halloween party, we kind of, well, we were both iffy on it, and that is a little bit of a surprise coming from me, because I love saying yes to things, but I definitely know how to say no to a lot of things. But I had been saying no to so much back in the day, and that is because at the time is when I was working on, like, I need to be very disciplined with my money and my time, because I was trying to move out, and then at this point we were moved out, so we needed to stay focused. So we were both kind of iffy. I mean, the thoughts were, would we really want to spend our time at this house party that we only know two people going, which was our friend and her boyfriend? Or would we kind of rather stay in, again, we aren't big drinkers, but when we first got together, we were definitely drinking a little more than what I do now in 2024. Back in the day, I was able to drink, and I actually really enjoyed drinking socially. The only time I drink alone here at the house is if I'm enjoying, like a margarita, but I tend to do no more than 2 margaritas alone, because it's not my thing, I'd rather, I don't know, smoke a bunch alone. It's just a better vibe. But back in 2020, I was a bit more of a social drinker, and definitely not to the point where I was getting drunk at all, but where I could, have a good time with people who were also drinking. So we were kind of like very iffy on, do we want to go out, to a house that we don't know these people that are hosting? We have no clue who they are, and I was just like, I don't know, like, I like going out, but I do prefer it being when I know everybody, because, especially when you're drinking around people that you don't know, I don't know, it just feels weird to me. But, we ended up talking it out. We did go to the house party, and let me tell you, I don't know if it was the house party itself that made me feel like this, or if it's because I was no longer a teenager going to a house party, like, if I were partying in high school, that shit was lit. It was amazing. But going as a 20-year-old and as more of a stoner, house parties really changed in my eyes. That was the most boring freaking thing. Boring party we've ever been to. And I don't know how the lead you into the kitchen. And in the kitchen were a group of people playing beer pong. Now let me tell you, beer pong is my shit. It is my game. So is Flip Cup. But definitely Pong over Flip Cup. Anyways, but just going in, I don't know, the atmosphere kind of felt really weird. And just kind of like, damn, this is kind of lame. I didn't feel like I felt like, I didn't feel like blended in well. I don't know how to say what I don't know. But I was bored instantly. I did not drink at this party because just going in there, it still made me feel weird that I didn't know anyone other than two people. So I just wanted to really be aware of my surroundings, especially because the producer was there. If it were just me, maybe I would have laid loose a little better, but I'm always aware of our surroundings when I'm out with her because I just don't want anything to ever happen to her, especially when I'm around. So we were just kind of chilling. We did bring some joints to this party because I think that was around the time we were transitioning to just being more of stoners than ever drinking. So yeah, we had some rolled up already. And we ended up asking the host if we could smoke in a room or if they would like us to take it outside. They were totally fine with us smoking in a room, so we found a nice little, it was actually a really chill spot, I will say. When you walk in, you passed the beer pong group in the kitchen, and then it was like a big open area, so the living room was there. And then this room that we were in. Sorry about that, that was my keyboard. So, we were gonna sit in the living room, but there were just too many people there that were kind of all spread out, but not talking to each other. They were also just chilling there, just on their phones. I don't know, maybe it was just this specific party that I just thought was kind of lame. I don't know, I feel like not a lot of people were interacting, so maybe that's why I didn't like it too much. I don't really know. But we go into this back room, and then we start sparking up, and we're two couples going to this party together, so four of us are sitting on a couch in this new room, and we're just chilling, talking to each other, and that was, I would say, the time that I felt the most comfortable at this house party. And it's because I was only really near people that I knew, and we were smoking. Just chillin'. And then, surprisingly, a little into our smoke sesh, I end up seeing like 3 to 4 people walk into the room that we're in. And guess what? They were the group of stoners that we were needing. So they sat on the couch next to us, and you could just tell we were all like kind of not feeling it, but we were all glad to have a group of people who were into the same activities as each other. So they also brought some joints, and we started all, smoking, sharing, talking a little bit. And what the surprise was experience. After we go through these chests, we are just doing a little more of the interior designing. This time we're working on a kitchen here in the basement. I don't think that I ever told you at the beginning, but after we do the interior, we're going to go on a little bit of a mining exploration. So, the second experience that we had together in adulthood was the following year in 2021. We were invited to another house party, this time by a childhood friend of mine who I grew up with and I even went, to high school all 4 years with. She had invited us, and I believe this may have actually been her first time meeting the producer. But I actually can't remember. No, I don't think this was the first time. But anyways, we were invited to my childhood friend's sister's party. And we were given the address. And I picked up my friend. We went, I want to say that it could have been yeah. It was actually 2 of my childhood friends. I always forget because they're related, so I don't know. I always think they're just like a package deal. But anyways, so both of them came with us. My friend that invited us actually decided to wear one of those funny, flowy, I don't know what to call them. They're in front of like car washes, dealerships. It's an inflatable guy thing that kind of flows in the wind. I don't know, that's what she was. For this Halloween party, and it was so funny. It was great. She had a great costume. She had a great costume. And so anyways, we ended up heading to her sister's house. And we walk in, and the first thing that we are greeted with are like a bunch of mystery shots. And there's a sign as soon as you walk in that said, "Take a shot to enter." And I thought this party was very well done. I'm just gonna give you a tour of what we've done today on the interior, and then we will go mining. I am so excited. This place is looking fabulous. It's so cute down here. I definitely love the look that lanterns give us over torches. But I want to add a couple of carpet pieces here in the room, make it a little more cozy. I think that's good. I think everything's looking good here. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a couple of bookcases really quick. Oh wait, no. Actually, sorry about that. We already made the bookcases. Silly me. We're gonna make a map because I was trying to figure out where Christine's house was. But I have found it already, but the map was no good. The map was house if you're watching this. I just wanted to let you know. But anyways, we're gonna go back in real quick and then we will start mining. I wanted to take you down here. It's pretty close to my house, I would say, but there is a mine shaft that I wanted to explore with you before we head out. Anyways, let me wrap up my story. I end up seeing this sign that says take a shot to enter, and I cannot do shots. I choke every time I try to do a shot. So the producer was so kind enough to take a shot for me, so she took 2 shots, but I thank her for that. We're gonna make our first diamond sword here because we got beat by those zombies and we need something good here so that we can get through here. But yeah, she took my shot for me, and then we walk in, and this time this house party is more adults than it was people our age, which I definitely prefer. I 100% prefer partying with adults. Like, okay, we were adults already, but I mean like people in their 30s, like people are adulting. So I prefer partying with rather than people my age, or absolutely I don't like doing it with people younger than me, and different vibes. So this house party was definitely a 10 out of 10. They had cool little jello shots in syringes. Her sister really outdid herself. It was great. 10 out of 10 party. We even still talk about it to this day because it was so much fun. Her sister was very creative in the Halloween decor. I loved it. It was awesome. And I actually think that was the last, party that we ever went to. No, I lied. There was one other, but it wasn't Halloween related, so we won't talk about it, but I just thought I'd share that with you. It's October 2nd, so 2 days into spooky season. I hope that you didn't get too bored with my stories today, my rambles today. Oh shit, and we're dead. Boom said rip, and I said big rip. Big rip. I am just really glad that we were able to get our stuff back fairly easily. I will say that I think that there's quite a bit to explore down here, but I don't think that we're going to be able to explore all of it today, so maybe in another video we can finish the exploration. Yeah, I was really hoping that we would find, a chest or something down here. Oh, I hear those spiders. I'm really scared spiders, they freak me out. They really, really scare me. They are truly some spooky mobs. They are terrifying. And I think the spawner's back there, so I just wanted to block that off. That way they don't sneak up behind us. But I'm sure somehow we are going to reconnect with them. Because mine shafts are very tricky. And I actually think they're up there on the left. So I kind of want to steer clear from that. But man, I am kind of glad that we found this mine shaft because we're gonna need some more rails. I think what we're planning to do here on ArcadiaCraft is building an underground highway system to everyone's bases. And I think that's gonna be so cool because we all kind of live fairly close to each other. So the community feel is definitely real here on this server, and I am in love with it. Sometimes I will be doing something in my house and boom, will just kind of jump scare me. Oh snaps, I think we found a spawner. I think we found a spawner. Yeah, so sometimes I will be working on my house or just somewhere around it, and I'll turn around and bam, boom, is there staring at me. And it is the funniest thing every time because I don't hear the sounds when he's walking up to me. So it's like a really good jump scare. GG, boom, GG. And then there was one time where I was in my basement and I walked up the stairs and I turned around to go to the living room part and bam, Ethan is there crouching, staring at me from the corner of my house. The stupid baby zombie. Oh my god. I'm glad we have a diamond sword because Jesus. I hate baby zombies. But anyways, I hope that you have a great week. I do plan on uploading another video, so don't worry about that. But if there's anything you'd like me to do, please leave a comment and I will do your suggested video. I have not forgotten about one of the suggested cool math games to do. So don't worry about that. I will still be doing that. And yeah, I just wanted to say thanks so much for chilling with me. We're just gonna drown out these zombies really quick and kind of take a look at the loot. And then I'll let you go. So that you can have a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday. Let's go ahead and take that last hit together. And then I will see you later. Don't forget to try and be mindful today. Focus on your breathing and take time. Take time to relax. You really do deserve it. Cheers. Man, these zombies. I'm just glad that I don't see any baby zombies. That would be terrifying. It truly, truly would. Man, it's been great seeing you. And again, I hope that you were able to relax and, kind of de-stress from your day. You really do deserve time to rest. I think everyone does, and especially my beans, of course. We are the